Okay, here we are at Gear Space Garage here in Chicago. Cool little place where you can go in and rent a garage for a couple hours a day. So on the video that JCR offers, they don't give you quite the detail that you need. So I want to kind of go over this with you guys. So this is the cord that goes to the back behind the bumper, the safety sense. You'll notice that I didn't put my wires back down here. I moved these outdoor temperature sensors over here and here. That way I have more connectivity going out the hole for the safety sensor, because mine didn't fit. Mine didn't reach when I first installed it. Same thing over here. You notice that I bunched this up and tied it up here to give myself some more slack. Put this temperature sensor right here. Should work the same because normally it's like down here, so it's not that far off. So anyway, I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys on that, so that way you're not like me and having to do it over. So I'm gonna put this thing back together and put it on to see if it works, to see if the sensors fit, and then we'll get going, and then we should be done. In case you're wondering what the Bronco looks like with the front bumper out, here it is. By the way, here is the winch plate with the camera location kit on it. There's the winch. I do have an issue with some leakage on the front camera. I'm going to try to identify that, and then we'll get that situated as well. All right, I didn't record this like I said before. This was a deal where I had to hurry up, and I was, only rented this garage for a certain time. But basically, you have to trim both sides of this piece. Just follow the directions, trim the fin. You got to remove these two fins here, and it basically bolts in here and here. I angled mine as far down as I could, and I'm angling it more this way towards the passenger side as much as I can. But anyway, I just want to kind of show you guys the DV8 ACC relocation bracket. Like I said, it's worked good, so just want to kind of show you guys that real quick. And it wasn't too bad to install. You just take your time, follow directions, and you're good to go. Overall, I'm happy with the purchase. Like I said before, the wiring of those sensors, it's not very clear how they want you to do that in the video directions. So JCR, if you're listening to this, just try to get some paper instructions out, or try to be a little bit more specific in your other instructions. Those little things like that make a huge difference. Because one of the bad things about having to pull this thing off and on, as you can see it, where this is such a tight fit, no matter how you do it, you're basically making contact. To be honest with you, it could look a lot worse. And this time as well, as you can see, this thing's not even here a month. I've already got surface rust because I've had to put this thing on and off because the instructions weren't being clear. But even still, even if I only had to put it on once, it's probably going to scratch the paint. I don't know how they could do that and make it better, because you do have to take it off the installation process. But regardless, the unit itself is overall good. One thing I don't like about this camera relocation kit, as you can see, it sticks out farther than anything else. So if you're parking against a wall or a fence, you're probably going to hit it. If you hit it hard enough, guess what? You're going to damage it. This may negate some of that if it's a light hit, because it'll hit at about the same time. But if you have any speed whatsoever, you're going to hit right there. Something else that wasn't covered on the video was this little shroud thing they send. It wasn't on there, but it was in the kit. And at first, the holes don't line up. You have to really finagle it. I had to go a screw on each side a little at a time, back and forth. The camera relocation cord, I bought one off Amazon, off eBay. I'll put a link to that. It's a lot better because otherwise you have to use the stock cord. That's also covered in the video. This one's a lot cleaner install. I did not hook the washer thing up that sprays right here. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really think it's necessarily needed. I just clamped it off under the hood up here. So that way, because what it is that the barb fitting, for some reason I can't get mine to where it stays pressure up against each other. So therefore, every time I put washer fluid in, it leaks and drains all the way out. So basically it makes it non-usable. And I don't know if it's just because the barb got bent or something. I don't know how that caused it. I just know it does it. This winch cover here, I just got a cheap one off Amazon. No big deal. I've had this thing over 80 miles an hour on the interstate, and it does fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll put a link for this cable cord, and its appropriate length, so you're not having a pigtail off of the factory one. And if I ever get this washer fluid hose barb fixed, I might have to see if we can get Ford to order me a new barb. We'll see. But yeah, because other than that, it's a good setup. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a whole bumper. Part triangle's going to be more on this than it is the bumper, just like the Ford piece. I do wish they had some kind of bull bar that maybe mounts back here or here. All it needs to do is just lay right over the top of this and stick out just far enough. Because you can't go too high and too far out, because then you block the the adaptive cruise control relocation kit. So they can't go too high and too far out. But just have it to where it comes like right across here to where it's protecting this camera. I may see if I can find a fab shop that'll make one that'll do that. But who knows?
And I probably will get a new bumper at some point sometime. It's just not on the priority list with everything else that's going on with the waiting and everything. So anyway, I wanted to share this, guys, with you. Just so you know, I will put some links down below for everything on here. The cable, the winch cover, the flat link, the fairlead here, this rope guard, and the flat link, and the bag. So all that stuff, I'll put links on that. So if you guys want to check it out, you can get one yourself. But just be sure to like and subscribe, and please hit the alert button. Let's get this channel over 1,000 subscriptions if possible.